Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9, doing interviews from home. I'm Zoe from Afternoon Tea, and today we have a very talented lady from the local scene. You've seen her play various roles on film and TV, the singer and songwriter behind Love at First Sight. Welcome, Alexa Ilacad. How you doing?
Hi guys, I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Are you safe and healthy?
Yes, thank God. Everyone's safe and healthy here.
Fantastic to hear. So we can't start our show off without playing a round of Sugar or Spice. Quick yeah or nay game for all of you watching. Sugar for yes, spice for no. Alexa, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Alexa Ilacad for Sugar or Spice 899. Number 1, spontaneous out-of-town trips.
Spice.
Spice, really?
I need to ask permission from my mom first. Yeah.
I was not expecting that because I relate to it so much. There's no way you could just say yes.
I can't. You know?
to be announced, basically. Yeah. Okay. Number 2, fanny packs.
Sugar.
Okay. Number 3, the famous question: pineapples on pizza.
Spice.
Get out of here. I'm just kidding. That's okay.
Pineapples in general.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
they
balance out the flavor, but that's okay. We still love you and your music. Number 4, handmade gifts.
Oh, sugar.
Okay. And last but not least, long distance relationships.
I've never tried. I have no idea
what would you?
Nah.
Can you imagine yourself in a long distance relationship?
Actually, it really depends on the other person I'm with. I don't know. I'll say maybe.
Undecided. Maybe a little sugar, maybe a little spice. Okay, that's all right. So let's hop onto it. You've got an original single out entitled Love at First Sight. It's such a feel-good song. Did you write it this year in quarantine?
I had my team help with me, but really they wrote it, Brian B. and Melissa Erpen from Malaysia. But I recorded it all by myself here at home.
Ooh, and what is the inspiration behind that track?
So with Love at First Sight, I just really wanted a new sound. I wanted something different to surprise people. From the past album I released, I think 4 years ago, last 2016. So I was still very young. So with this one, I wanted a more mature sound. I wanted people to feel good. I wanted people to dance when they hear the song. Dance. I wanted people to feel that happiness and the excitement and the thrill of falling in love at first sight. And
right.
With the 3 minutes and 12 seconds of the song, I wanted the people to forget, all the sad things happening around the world, even if it's just for that short time. I want them to feel comforted by the song and just happy.
Okay. Well, one of the striking things about the song is that it's got this sense of international production about it. And I know that you just said you recorded it locally, but I think a lot of people today notice when something is recorded locally versus internationally. And so I think they look for that clean quality, which your song has. So kudos to you. You have a music video that accompanies this. And I could not help but notice that the credits state, and I quote, you guys can check this out, it's on YouTube, written by, directed, produced, and starring Alexa Ilacad. So that reminds me of that one person in the group who does all the work and then gets revenge at the end of the presentation by putting their name. Yeah. So it looked really, really fun. So how did you just want people to feel as carefree as you did in the music video?
Yeah, of course, but honestly, I would have rather, shot that music video with a team, with a full-on production. But with everything happening right now, COVID, and at that time, I was really busy shooting a movie and taping a teleserye, sabay. So I really had no time to shoot a music video with my team. So I had this one rest day where I said, I will shoot this by myself. And it was really hard. It was really challenging, but I just wanted it to translate, it's very me. Very me. My pets are there. My favorite food is there. Pancit Canton is there. So doon ako na love at first sight. But I just wanted people to feel happy. It's just very fun. Me dancing around my hotel, playing with the blower,
Mm-hmm.
and just having a good time, making use of whatever I could to make that video work. So
Yeah.
thankfully, it turned out really cute, and I'm glad that people enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think that there's this sense of quirkiness to it. The fact that you did it yourself and that you did it on your rest day. And a lot of people are stuck at home right now, so who knows? Like you could inspire people to actually make their own music videos just for the
Yeah,
hell of it. So
and I
it's a
just used
really
my
feel good
phone.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So are you currently working on another album?
Um, we haven't really talked about a full album yet, but right now we're
Hmm.
focused on singles. So after Love at First Sight, maybe we're looking for the next for the second single.
Okay. So let's flash back to 2016 a little bit. So you're fresh off of a music competition, like you mentioned. You also released your debut album, To the Moon and Back. And within the next year, you bagged an Awit Award for People's Choice Favorite New Female Recording Artist. So in the middle of all of that, you also recorded covers, posting them on YouTube, and even one including Valentina Ploy, who is a Thai Italian singer. But what made you decide to, release an original song again after all these years?
It's not really something that I have to think about whenever I'm offered or given the chance to release new music. I will always say yes, because
Hmm.
music is always a part of me wherever I go, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I'm working on, it's always there. So I'm really happy that I'm able to release a new song right now.
Okay, and with your previous sound, a lot of it was acoustic and it was also pop rock. So, is there a specific reason as to why you went full on dance pop?
I think it's because of my influences recently. Because at
Hmm.
that time, 2016, I think I was so into bands. Although I still am a lot.
Yeah,
I love watching gigs and all, but as time went by, Dua Lipa is now here. We have all the
of
new
course.
the underground music that's really beautiful. So I think I've
Hmm.
been to that, and I wanted something that will complement my new voice, my matured voice.
Right.
So we had to find a song that would fit my voice right now. So here we have it.
It's always nice just to hear and to see artists trying out new things. I mean, it's great to stay in your niche, but I like how you're exploring, now that you've realized that your voice is something new. And it's great that you've complemented it with something so dancey that people can dance around to in their bedrooms. So that's great. And you write songs as well. So what is your favorite thing to write about?
Of course, we have love.
Of course, that is like the
Love.
Filipino anthem. But on that note, what is the more difficult topic you think would be to write a song about?
Honestly, what I've been having a hard time even just conceptualizing a song about is I think self love, because I don't want to sound too deep.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know what to say and all of that. I think
right.
it's because when you write something like that, you write it because someone out there needs to hear it. They might
Yeah.
need that boost. So I personally have no idea what I would want to tell myself. So I think that's something that's really hard to write about, to translate in a song.
That's right. That's right. I wasn't expecting that, but it definitely is a more vulnerable route. If you were, however, to explore that, I think a lot of people would connect to it. And I
Yeah.
think it would be beautiful. So we've seen you in movies, we're hearing your music. It's great so far, and you've been successful so far. So is there a secret dream or a goal that you have at the back of your mind, maybe something in your bucket list that you'd like to achieve alongside everything else?
What I think is actually my purpose for living is I want to put up an animal shelter.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
that's
timely too with everything that's happened.
I know. It's what inspires me to work. When I work hard, I always think at the back of my head, okay, I'm saving money, not just for myself, not just for my family, but so I can buy that huge lot and get all dogs and cats I see. That's my number one dream. And I think That's my purpose.
I
To
think that's very thoughtful.
thank you.
And well, thank you for sharing that. And we know that Filipinos have world-class talent. Seeing as you're currently signed to an indie record label, and I heard this in a podcast once, so I'm quoting it. We can point out that there's a boom of indie singers and musicians, and you yourself also mentioned earlier that the underground scene is very, it's blossoming. So I believe it's no longer a matter of getting your stuff out there. The real question is, how do you get people to listen to your work? So if you had a message to Filipino indie self-published singers or writers or musicians or artists just trying to get their work out there, how would you answer that? How can you get people to attach themselves to your music?
Well, actually, that's really hard. I think for all the artists out there, for me, I would just tell them to hang in there because it's always hard at first to get someone to listen to you, especially with all the mainstream things out there. So, but once you are able to, once you get to start grinding, it never stops and there's nowhere to go but up. So, yeah, I think we should just hang on because especially now we have social media,
Right.
so there are groups on Facebook where I see so many artists just sharing their work in hopes that someone would listen and someone would save it. And I see that it's effective. Kahit one lang yung nag-comment, but they say na, I really like your song. I will share this to other people. So we just need
Yeah.
one person to get the word going, and that's where it starts. So I think we should make use of social media the most, since especially it's what we have, and in this day and age it's where we work like
Right.
right now, right? So let's utilize the tools that we have, even though we're self-published. I know we are very hardworking, so yeah, I think social media will play a big part. Post your Don't be afraid, don't be shy to post your work. You'll never know kung sino makakakita, and you'll never know who's gonna appreciate it. So don't be shy.
Hmm.
Give it to the world.
All right. That was very kind. And I think that was wonderful. So are you the type to actually live by a daily mantra? Do you have something that you tell yourself, like before you're recording a song, before you do something to hype yourself up?
No, not really. Not really. Because I'm usually always easily overwhelmed. So before I have to do something, I'm panicking inside.
I like that better than people just giving a generic quote. You just be real and be as relatable as possible,
Yeah,
and to know that everybody has those
exactly.
moments.
When I'm stressed, I can't think of any quotes.
But I do like what you mentioned. Don't be shy to put your work out there, you guys. I know a lot of you are fans of Alexa as well. You too can achieve that kind of success is if you just believe in yourself and you put your word out. So to everyone watching, we've added Love at First Sight to the Magic playlist. Stream it wherever you can and give Alexa all the support that she so deserves. So Alexa, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. We appreciate it.
For having me. Thank you so
All
much.
right. It's been a pleasure. Okay, everyone, wear a mask, wash your hands, stay safe and healthy. My name is Zoe, and this is today's best music. We're Magic 89.9.